Hello and welcome to the 6th episode of Show and Tell. For this week's episode, I'm happy that Dwain will be presenting and showing us his 110-gallon oceanic aquarium, which I'll let him explain more of it to us.
Hey Lucas, this is Dwain Kitchel and I'm going to share my tank with you. This is a 110-gallon oceanic that I purchased about 25 years ago, and I've been keeping fish for about 35 years, so I got married about 20 years ago, and my wife, after many years of all my tanks being in the house, she decided that she was sick of all the fish tanks in the house, and I was kind of getting tired of all the water changes and everything, and so I gave away most of my tanks. The last fish I bought before I got out of the hobby was an L260 Queen Arabesque Pleco, and I was smitten by the fish. So the whole time I was out of the hobby, I was thinking about that fish. And when I gave my tanks, I donated them to a local club. When I gave them up, I kept this 110, I kept the 55, and I kept the 20 high. Okay, so when I got back into the hobby, start of this year, I decided to set this tank up as a L260 breeding project. It's a bedroom tank, and I also wanted it to be a tank that I enjoyed looking at. Kind of like you talking about not wanting to go business style with your tanks. You want to be hobby tanks. And most breeding tanks that I've seen are very austere. And I didn't want austere. I wanted an actual tank. So I went about researching, decided that I would add lemon tetras, which are from the Rio Tapajos, where the L260s are from, and Beckfortii pencil fish to equate to pencil fish that are in the Rio Tapajos Rapids area where the L260s come from. And I also picked up some reed tetras, which may or may not be from that exact area or that river system, but are very close and look a lot like Bricons that I've seen pictures of from that area exactly. So, in my 110, I have some planting on one end. I'm running a 4-foot T8 set up for my bulbs. I've got sun grow and plant grow. I did have an antennic in there, but I started developing blue-green algae on the sand, so I removed it. There are 6 L260s in here. 3 of them live in that rock near that output. I also have some bio wheels on. You can see the output splash. I have my output on one fluval canister splashing against the front wall to create oxygen, and I have a tube running up to 2 old big bio wheels that I run. I know a lot of people hate them, but I've always liked them. And I have another fluval on this side. My light's fighting me. And I just have a sponge filter on it because it sits over sand. Anyway, 2 of the L260s live in this area. One underneath that large piece of driftwood. And one lives up in here. And at least 2 of them I know of live in that big piece of Texas Holy Rock. I feed them massivore tablets. I feed my tetras flakes, freeze-dried shrimp, bloodworms, selection of frozen foods. Anyway, I've really enjoyed this tank. I want to add cichlids, but I'm afraid that most cichlids will eat the fry or the eggs of my L260s. So the only two that I know I might be able to add are 4 spot Satanoperchias, Autosceps, which are micro-predators for as large as they get, or Teleocyclas. There are about 3 varieties of Teleocyclas that live in the rapids area of the Rio Tapajos. I have really enjoyed your channel. I found it off of Aquarium Co-op. Corey turned me onto your channel with your fish room tour. I have really enjoyed your channel. I'm slowly working my way back through all the episodes, and kudos to you, Lucas. Okay, my name's Dwain Kitchel again, and you can find me on YouTube under Dwain Kitchel. I call my channel Water because that's what we do as fish keepers. We take care of the water and feed, and the fish take care of themselves. Thanks for all you do, Lucas.
Awesome video. Thanks for watching, and definitely thank you for the kind words. That helps keep me motivated. And loved all the stories and the setup and all the info in this video. And if you guys would like to share as well, just follow this information here. And obviously it doesn't have to be 5 minutes. I'm not a stickler for rules, but yeah, it's a fun way for us all to share our tanks with each other. If you like to hit that like button, that'd be awesome of you, and that subscribe button below is free.